Are you recording right now?
Yeah, actually I am.
Hi.
Hey y'all, it's Gemini Jazz with House of Chiron, and I'm just here for the good news, honey. We are back with another episode of Galactic Gossip. Yes, indeed. So we have a few things to discuss for this week, and of course we do because it's Galactic Gossip. So let's just get into it. We have a few things. First, we have Venus squaring Saturn. We have Mercury retrograding back into Aquarius. And then we have Venus moving into the sign of Taurus. And then we have Neptune making a conjunction with the sun. So let's kick it off by talking about this Venus squaring Saturn because that happens on the 3rd, right? So March the 3rd, Venus, the planet of love, partnerships, the possessions that you would like to acquire, your all the things that bring you pleasure in life, right? It governs food and the sensual things, the sensual pleasures for all of us, as well as money, right? It's our self-worth that's connected to our net worth, right? So it's making a square to Saturn, and squares bring challenges, right? Challenges that inspire growth within us. So that's why I always say nothing happens to us, everything happens for us. So this might be a little tough, with this aspect that's happening, because Saturn is a very tough planet. It is the planet, it's like the father. I call it Big Daddy Saturn, right? It's the father. So is basically going to bring forth the oppression, right? It's going to bring forth some things that's going to hold you back from acquiring the pleasures that you seek in life, whether it's in partnership, whether it's in money, any of those things. It's going to bring this oppressive energy to your values and the things that you want to acquire so you can actually put forth the work. You're not going to want to put forth the work. You're not going to feel motivated, but in order to acquire the things that you desire regarding these pleasurable things, you're going to have to put forth work, and it could possibly bring up some energy within relationships, right? Within your partnerships, and it doesn't necessarily mean romantic. It could be platonic as well. It could be with your friendships, all types of relationships, the relating experience in general. So it can bring some issues up that need to be worked through, which is good that it's happening on the 3rd. And it's not going to be a long, drawn out thing for the remainder of the week. It's going to be a very quick transit. So it's a good thing that it's happening on the 3rd, because on the 4th, we have Mercury retrograding back into the sign of Aquarius. Now, as we all know, Mercury retrograde has been in the sign of Pisces, kind of clearing up things, showing us where things are not as clear as we have thought or we have assumed it to be. It's also been kind of heightening our intuitive abilities and our psychic awareness and so many other things. You possibly have been having some weird dreams. I know I have. Depending on where this is happening in your chart, there are different things going on within your personal life. So it's been in the sign of Pisces, but now what it's doing is going back. It's retrograding back into the sign of Aquarius. Now, what this brings is instant clarity. As I've mentioned before, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus, and Uranus is the godlike knowledge, the godlike, the divine knowledge, the things that you just instantly get. Is the instant download, the instant understanding. So that is also the ruler of Aquarius. So with Mercury being the planet that rules your thought process, your nervous system, the way you think, how you think, it rules all types of communication as well. It is retrograding back into the sign of Aquarius that's going to bring this instant clarity, this instant knowledge on what has been blocking you in the areas of your finances, your business, your career, your partnerships, all types of relationships, the things that you want to acquire in your life. So it's going to, over the next couple of weeks until it goes back direct on the 10th, and it's going to still be in the sign of Aquarius up until the 16th, and then it will slowly move back into the sign of Pisces. it's going to be bringing forth the clarity that we need in order to remove the blockages. It's going to be giving us, and Aquarius is very innovative. So it's going to be giving us new ways and new ideas, new innovative ways of doing things to remove these blockages, or moving beyond them, moving through them, or completely removing these blocks that have been holding us back from the things that we want to acquire within the Venus, the Venusian aspect of things, our partnerships, our money, our careers, our business, the things that we want to possess. So the day after that, Venus moves into the sign of Taurus. Venus is the ruler of the sign Taurus, right? So Venus rules Taurus as well as Libra. And it is a great time to tap into the sensualities within yourself. Go get a massage, go eat some luxurious food, go something decadent, just completely lush. That's just what Taurus is all about, the lushness, the quality of life, the things that are of quality. So it's a great time to dive into the sensual pleasures, the things that bring you pleasure, with Venus moving into Taurus. If you have Taurus aspected a certain type of way in your chart, or you have a lot of Taurus or Venusian aspects, you could become seen a lot more. That's interesting because I have a Taurus rising, and I have Venus in Taurus. So with that being said, like, you could become seen, you could become more favorable during this time. You could also be kind of tuning into the things that bring you individual pleasure. And this is going to be happening for all of us on a certain level. So yeah, just pay attention to the shift in because right now we've been having Venus in the sign of Aries, and Venus in Aries can be very self in tune, like more so like kind of selfish, but not necessarily, I don't want to say it in a negative way, but just kind of what brings me pleasure, and with Venus in Taurus, it's kind of like what brings pleasure not only to myself but to others as well. So keep in mind that you're going to be experiencing the shift that's happening, especially with these harsh aspects of Venus squaring Saturn, and then you're receiving the clarity as to what has been holding you back in regarding to the pleasures that you so seek. Once you obtain that clarity, Venus is moving into Taurus the very next day after that, and then central pleasure zone happens. That's just what I'm going to say. So Neptune is making a conjunction also with the sun. So this, Neptune is the planet of illusions, dreams, the subconscious. It's a highly intuitive and psychically aware planet. It's also the planet that rules media, television, makeup, anything that can create an illusion, right? It's very creative, music and whatnot. Very creative planet, very creative, and it's the rule of Pisces. So it's a very creative planet as well as a very creative sign. So Neptune making a conjunction with the sun during Pisces season, both in the sign of Pisces, is going to allow us to be more sensitive, more compassionate, tapping into our creative pursuits, our creative abilities. We could also find a need to seek spiritual guidance or spiritual awareness more. So tap into the spirituality of ourselves, as well as seeking spiritual mentorship. That's the thing that could possibly happen, depending on where this is happening in your chart once again. So this is also going to give us the ability to kind of relax and just chill out a little bit with this Sun-Neptune conjunction. It's not going to be taking things as serious, and, with this hard structure of the Saturn energy that we've been having. It's going to give us a little ease for the rest of, this transit. So that's all that I have for Galactic Gossip. But make a really quick announcement. Pisces solar return, y'all have 20% off for your solar returns for your birthdays. We are coming up on Aries season towards the end of this month, and then your 20% discount will then be over at that point, and then we're moving on into the Aries season, and then we'll have a whole new thing for them. And then if you would like to know how any of this energy is affecting you for your specific chart, please feel free to hit me up My information can be found in my bio or the description box below. Also, I do have a few events coming up and I will be sharing that. So yeah, y'all just stay tuned with Galactic Gossip. Y'all stay tuned with Gemini Jazz in the House of Chiron. I hope y'all have a wonderful and fabulous week. Tap into the things that bring you and others pleasure and joy this week. And, just stay open to receive the clarity. So I hope this has been helpful for you all. Have a wonderful one. Bye. You can. I'm trying to record a video. I'm actually recording right now. Would you like to be in it? Your brother just interrupted.
Yeah. We're all wearing white.
We're all wearing white.
You're my mom. Thanks for watching.